Hi Cancer! Welcome to your love reading for September 2019 and welcome to my channel LunaSync Tarot. Thank you for joining me here. If you haven't already, hit the subscribe button and click the bell for notifications. I do love readings for each sign for each month, and I also do pick a card readings, which are kind of fun, so check those out. If you like this reading, please hit the like button. It helps the reading to circulate amongst others, and also leave a comment below. I'm really curious about whether the reading resonates with you or not. Alright, so I've already shuffled your cards and I laid them out here for you to see. In the position of you and what you're contributing to your love connection in September is the Three of Swords. In the position of your partner and what they're contributing is the Knight of Wands reversed. In the position of the combined energy is the Page of Swords reversed. And in the position of what needs to be understood and integrated is the Lovers. This is also the outcome. Alright, so this is a very interesting read. For you, there's been some sort of hurt or disappointment. Maybe it was unexpected, which made it even more hurtful, more painful. The Three of Swords speaks to the need for an emotional release, like having a really good cry or helping your emotions just flow so that you can release this pain. But there does seem to be some sort of disappointment or hurt or betrayal or heartbreak that you're experiencing right now. This is what you're bringing to the table in September. For your partner, it's the Knight of Wands reversed, which really speaks to somebody who's acting impulsively, somebody who is delayed in their delivery or delayed in their action. Maybe they're not coming through for you in some way. And then in the position of the combined energy, the Page of Swords reverse is really speaking to a need for you to express your truth. And it feels like you're holding back expressing how you maybe really feel about this hurt or this disappointment. And so holding back on your own personal truth. Sometimes it also talks about, you know, like somebody who's all talk and no action, or acting hastily without thinking things through. But it does seem like there's something that needs to be expressed that you're both holding back, that's holding back your movement here, or your connection. Finally, in the position of what needs to be understood and integrated, or the outcome, is the Lovers, so that's very positive. It's, you know, the Lovers card really speaks to open communication, transparency, and honesty in order to create a harmonious love connection, right? That's in alignment with your values. So if you are holding back a truth here, there's a call to action for you to express yourself, to communicate very honestly, and be very transparent about your feelings and about your emotions. It also, the Lovers card speaks to choice, you know, having a choice in the relationships that you're involved with in your life, making decisions, and choosing who it is that you connect with. And in the end, the Lovers card is about that soulmate connection. It's the soulmate card. It's about having a deep soul connection with your partner, with your lover. So let's get some clarifying cards. Let's pull some cards about how your partner, your love connection, whoever you're thinking about as you watch this reading, how they feel about the connection, how they feel about your chemistry in September. What do they think about you? How do they feel about this connection? Oh boy, it's the Four of Swords. So this card is, to me, when I look at the imagery, it's very clinical and it's kind of disturbing and odd. He has his finger in her mouth, his other hand is on her forehead. It's like he's holding her head back and putting his finger in her mouth, and she's covering his groin area with both hands. It's just an odd situation that they're in here, and I'm not quite sure what to make of it. It seems very clinical. It feels a little disturbing. It feels a little bit forceful. But the Four of Swords, for what it's worth in the traditional deck, is about taking a time out. It's about rest, rejuvenation, recharging. It's about meditating. It's about a period of solitude. In the traditional Rider-Waite tarot deck, it shows a soldier who is lying in state. So in a funereal setting. So almost like emotionally comatose after a battle and trying to just sort of come back to life. So that's the way they feel about this connection. Like maybe they're taking a time out and it hurt you. All right, how do you feel about this connection in September? Definitely get the sense they're not coming through somehow with the Knight of Wands reversed. How do you feel about this connection? What do you think the chemistry is like? How does the chemistry feel to you? And what do you think about this person you're involved with in September? In the end, there is the Lovers card there, so it does seem like you will reconcile in some way, potentially if you're able to speak your truth. Just making sure you can see that. What came out was the Hierophant. The Hierophant is about marriage. It's about, that's one way to read the Hierophant. It's about religious structures, religious ceremonies, rites of passage, and ritual. It's often seen as the marriage card. Also, the Hierophant is about somebody who pays very close attention to their own spiritual code of ethics. It's a spiritual leader. It's somebody who helps to guide others on the path of their purpose, on a path towards more personal meaning. In this card here, we see this religious figure. It looks like a pope, and he has two naked women at his feet. And it looks like, you know, just an unequal exchange or an unequal power distribution in this situation here. You know, he's got these two younger naked women at his feet, and he is looking forward in a very sort of cold, stern, detached way. And it just feels like a very unequal power relation that's occurring here that makes me feel uncomfortable. There are two cranes that are flying by in the background. So the way that you feel about this connection is potentially that it's not equal. The exchange of energy is not equal. It's not balanced. And there is potentially an abuse of power here. Again, this is how your love connection feels about you. This is another sort of weird, clinical, disturbing sexual interaction that involves him kind of forcing his finger into her mouth. And that speaks to also an unequal exchange of energy or power distribution inside of this relationship. All right, let's look at clarifying. Let's clarify that. What is that about? This sort of unequal exchange of energy or power, like abusive power situation here. Okay, we have new vision. New vision is really about, if you can, I don't think you could probably see that. Let me pull this down. There is somebody that's emerging out of this bent over body. So there's a bent over body that's crawling along the ground, and what is emerging out of this bent over body is this being of light and this sort of new understanding, this spiritual transformation, spiritual awakening. There's something about this connection, the quality of connection that you have with this person, that could potentially lead to a new understanding, a new vision, a new way of looking at this relationship or at this connection or at love in general, what it means to you. So that's fascinating. Let's pull a Crystal Wisdom Healing Oracle card and just get a little bit deeper into this. Here we go. We have Blue Lace Agate. That's pretty. Let's read about that. It's number 10. This deck is by Judy Hall. Self-expression. Yeah, so this whatever you're holding back needs to be expressed. Blue Lace Agate connects spirit with intellect, highlighting integrity. It enhances the ability to communicate effectively what is in your mind and heart. Attune to your inner being to express the fullness of who you are. Be confident when speaking in public as you have much to share. You may have been silenced in the past. Repressing thoughts and feelings causes throat problems, so speak your mind gently, honestly, and clearly. You have the gift of serenity. use it wisely. So yeah, whatever you're holding back, it's time to communicate that with honesty and with transparency in order to get to this harmonious lover state. Speak your heartfelt truth with integrity and confidence. Do not fear being judged. Expect news shortly and keep lines of communication open. Events unfold slowly. Return to basics and start again if necessary. Focus your mind and open your intuition. Your life will be long and happy. Accept your sensitive side. Alright, so the frequency is medium to high. The chakra is throat, third eye, heart, and crown. The timing is Gemini and Pisces. And the soul path is expressing yourself fully. That is a very strong message coming through for you, Cancer. The need to express yourself fully with honesty, with integrity, with transparency in order to resolve this heartache that you've experienced here, this disappointment and this hurt. And in order to honestly have a harmonious love connection. All right, Cancer, that was your reading for September 2019. If you like it, hit the like button. Also, leave a comment below if it resonated. I am very interested to hear from you. You can follow me on Instagram at LunaSync. I hope you have a beautiful start to your fall. Take good care.